I guess I'll show you, but from afar in case I spill it everywhere. Last night I was at a party and I was there till like, I think almost like 2 a.m., 2:30. So that's why I sound like this and look like this. By the way, new glasses. What do we think? Let me know because I only have 30 days to return them, so. I always think that I'm gonna like dip like extremely early, like get there early, show face, say hi to the few people that I know, and then like leave and people can have the impression that I was like there and like committed to the vibe, you know, but also like didn't have to endure that for so long because parties can feel really uncomfortable. But I was like one of the last people to leave. Like I was like literally one of the 3 last people to leave. Like we walked out of the door together, the final guests. I had great fun. But I am tired. It is like now I think almost 11 a.m. and I've like been laying in bed like for an hour, like awake and just like kind of catatonic and unsure of what to do with my day. This is the first like Saturday in like, I don't know how many weeks, and I couldn't tell you because my calendar system is like really, really sinister. Like the way I track what I'm doing with my days is basically like this really scary chronological list of like my plans and appointments, and I erase them like after they're done, and so there's no record of how I've been spending my time, but I can guess from the feeling of it that I'm having this Saturday mid-morning, that I cannot recall like the last time that I had a Saturday where I didn't really have like plans during the day. I feel like I'm always going somewhere, doing something, like hanging out with someone, and so I feel a little bit like, I don't know, like weird, like I don't know what to do with myself. I am going to see my friend who is in Sweeney Todd right now. I'm gonna see that production later tonight, which I'm really looking forward to, but I think like doors open maybe at 6. I should double check. I have like still a decent amount of the day before then, and I've been like kind of like, should I do this? Should I do that? Like really playing around in my head with different ideas. And I think what might be fun to do, but I just don't know where I'm going yet, is like, I'm gonna have breakfast here. I wanna work on the song that I've like been working on. And then, even though I think it might rain, hold on, like, let me look. A light to moderate steady shower. Well, the idea that I had, that I still think I could do, but maybe I should endeavor to go a little bit earlier than I was thinking in my head, is I could like go on a long walk somewhere far, but eventually like find my way into Manhattan, and then like go to cafe or like kind of more casual restaurant where I could like sit down for a while, have like a yummy drink or whatever, have dinner there, and then go see my friends play. Like that sounds like such a delicious and luxurious day. Doesn't that look so good? I'm so excited. I love being alive. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna do what I do where I set a timer and just work on this song that I'm still trying to figure out. I made a little bit of headway from when I was talking about it in my last video, which is good, like, but not a lot, like not a meaningful amount at all. And I think that this is just gonna be one that is hard to write, and that's okay, because it does feel like it needs to be written. It's kind of like lived with me in my head, a lot of the kind of core of it for a while, so I just have to unearth it now. That's my job. Surprised. I'm finally coming out from your shadows, surprised how easy it was. Did I listen? Blah, 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 still listening. Like that. It's raining pretty heavily, but we've made it to Manhattan, and I was like trying to think about what I could eat around here that would be good, and I've just like basically everything sounds good because I'm really hungry.
So I think I'm gonna do a very classic combo of a Caesar salad and French fries.
I've tried to just like fold all of the blankets that I keep on my couch all the time into like an inconspicuous little corner, and it looks like really strange. So I just figured I would acknowledge it like first thing because I know that's what you're thinking. What's that? My shoes. There's a lot of mess in this shot, actually, the more I look at the frame. For the past couple weeks, I feel like I've been a bit like sort of just head down, doing the things that need doing, but not feeling particularly excited about anything. In moments like this, I catch myself often kind of starting to, I think, create problems from not much. Like, it's just like the stillness of it, like the fact that there's nothing really going on, whether it's like a big high moment or a real low moment. It's like something about the sort of middle ground in between is just like really... It gives this like limbo feeling when things are like busier or there's just more drama going on, more feelings going on to process. Like I crave this stillness, but the minute I get it, I'm like, actually, no, thank you. No, thank you. This is really weird and boring and makes me feel like suffocated in my life. And then I wonder, is the way that I'm feeling like just a natural, you know, consequence of being like a human and like maybe always like kind of keeping an eye out for that dopamine like hit or something? Like, is that what's going on? Or is like the kind of meh feeling I'm having actually a signal of something that isn't working in my life? Like that, or I guess I should say that's not tolerable. I would say that there are definitely things that could be better, but I can tolerate a lot. And like, I don't know if it's like, there are things that I'm no longer have the like resilience to tolerate, and if that's a good thing or not. And then I just like think myself into like an anxiety attack basically because I keep going down this thread. I did like lay in bed awake for probably over an hour last night, like half awake, half asleep, like just kind of with an anxious feeling in my body, like low-key my heart was like pounding and I was just kind of like, well, so that's probably a little bit why I'm feeling this way also, huh? See, I'm catastrophizing for no reason. It's just because I'm not getting good sleep. It's always those things. It's always like, did you eat enough today? Did you get enough sleep the last few days? Like, did you move your body? Did you go outside? Did you talk to someone? Like, I'm not saying that that's the like solve for everything, but at least for like the immediate mood that I'm in, a lot of the times, probably if I just like walked myself through those questions, I would discover like, oh, somewhere along the way I made a misstep that like made me actually feel treacherous when things are kind of just lifing and fine. Yeah,